welcome to the guide on how to access the selective trial test course material from the Cyberschool website. So first things first, you must go to the Cyberschool website as shown on the screen above. Then you must enter your login details using the login button found on the top right corner of the page. You will be shown this screen where you can then enter your details into the page. Once you have logged in, you will be then entering the site with your account. So to first access the trial test course available on the website, go on to the Online Test tab, then click on the Online Test tab again. As this is the selective trial test course, select the appropriate tab where you will see the first test available to you. Now, please do note that you will be given a total of 2 weeks to complete this first test. In the first week, only the maths and general ability tests will be available to you, as shown on the screen where there is no start button for the English, writing and vocabulary test modules. So firstly, you can then start either of these maths or general ability tests on the first week by pressing the start button. Please note that there is a time limit for each of the tests, so please do note this on the screen because the timer will begin as soon as you click on the green start button. Once you are done, you can then click on the finish button on the top right corner. Once you have finished your tests, you can then immediately view your results. You can do this by pressing on the My Page tab and then on the My Result tab. This will give you your score immediately after you finish your test. You can also view your ranking in the week after the week you have completed your test. So your ranking will be available in the second week where all of the students had an opportunity to complete the test and so able to provide a final ranking. After you have completed the test, you will then be able to review the test through an online webinar. To access this link, go to the My Page tab and then enter the Live Lesson Link tab, which will go to this page. In order for you to be able to watch the webinar, please click on the green Register button for the appropriate week. This will then automatically register you into the webinar. The date in which the webinar is held is viewable on the screen. To then watch the actual webinar, you must scroll down all the way to the page and then click on the webinar link, which will then direct you to the website in which the webinar will be hosted. You can see at the bottom of the page, there is a timer indicating how much time is left until the webinar begins. Please also note that information regarding this webinar will be sent to you by email. Once you go into the email associated with the Cyberschool website, you will be able to see that the webinar website has sent you a confirmation email regarding the webinar. Here you will be able to see when this webinar will be held, as well as a link to go to the webinar page once the time for the webinar to begin is near. You can do this by clicking on the blue hyperlink given to you in the email, which will then redirect you to the webinar website. Additionally, in the first week of the 2 weeks you are given to complete this test, you must go to the Material tab and then to the Selected Trial Test Course tab, which will provide you with a vocabulary list. You must download this file and go through and study all of the words provided in the vocabulary list in order to be able to sit the vocabulary test in the second week. Finally, the Cyberschool website also offers a test review for the General Ability and Maths tests. To access these, please enter the Test Review tab and then select the STTC Maths/GA option. This will then lead you to a page containing the 10 hardest questions that were found in the Maths and General Ability tests. You can select the General Ability Test Review by clicking on the GA button found on the top of the screen. On this page, students will be then able to select the question that they had difficulties with by clicking on the test question number, which will then redirect them to a page containing a detailed solution of the question, so that students can then revise their mistake by going through the question. Please note that there is no review for the English tests, only for Maths and General Ability. During the second week that you are given in order to complete the tests, you are able to go to the Online Test tab and then select the Online Test option to be able to then do the English, writing, and vocabulary tests for this test. As you can see, as we are in the second week, the Maths and General Ability sections of this test should already be completed. Similarly to the Maths and General Ability tests, after you complete the English and vocabulary tests, you will be able to immediately view your results by going to the My Page tab and then clicking on the My Result page, which should redirect you to the page containing your results. However, for the writing test module, marking is completed by a tutor or a teacher and will take at least a week for marking to be completed. Therefore, to view your writing results, please wait a week and then you will be able to view your writing results on the same page. Information about your ranking for all of the English, writing, and vocabulary tests will be available in the following week after the tests were available. This is so to allow time for all students to attempt the tests, and then will be able to provide your child with a ranking. Similarly to the Maths and General Ability tests, after tests are completed for the English, writing, and vocabulary modules, students will be then able to go to the live lesson page and receive a link to sign up for the online review of the tests by clicking on the register button, similarly as of the previous week. Again, pressing on the register link will direct you to the website containing the link for the webinar, as well as an email containing all the information regarding the webinar. In addition, in the week following the marking of the writing test, students who have completed the writing test in the second week will be given the opportunity to attempt a retest for the writing module in the following week. Please note that this retest option is only available to students who have attempted the writing test in the second week. It will not be available if your student has not attempted the writing test in the second week. In addition, in the week following the writing test week, 5 answers will be selected from the writing test results, which were exemplar. This can be viewed on the test review page, and then select the STTC Top 5 Writings option. On this page, 5 students who had the top level responses will be available on this page. Students can then read through these top level responses and aim to improve their own writing. This concludes the guide on how to access the selective trial test course material on the Cyberschool website.